Thank you for interest in trying out our audio post-processing engine SDK. We call that as a APP Engine SDK. To download SDK, visit our website www.amitech.com/SDK. So you will find the download link here. So download SDK, click on it, and then provide your name, email address, company, and the processor that you would like to work on, as well as the audio market segment that we are actually serving. If you want to provide the message, you can type it here and submit to us. So our SDK team will send you the SDK installer. Once you got the installer, right click on it, run as administrator. So say next and accept the licensing, and then provide your company name here, and then say next. By default it will install in the C folder, but due to the write protection issues on the Windows 7 and Windows 8, so you can also install on the different rather than the C, but you can always still install in the C folder as well. So I would like to install in the different folder, so where so select this, provide here, and then say done, next. So it will start extracting the content. Okay, and then say finished. So let's have a look at the detailed view of the each folder that is actually got installed. So demo contains the example projects that we provide. Generally you can use the SDK in then two different ways. So we have the more than 350 modules available. You can each module contains the API functions. You can directly call the APIs functions on our application, so that we call as a standalone. So there is an example that provided, and we do also provided the our graphic user interface. We call it as AMA designer, where you can graphically drag and drop the modules, connect together, design your signal chain, and generate the API for it. So that's the example is provided in the designer folder. So docs contains the documentation of the each module, as well as the starter guide for the SDK, and then more details about the AMI designer. So include contains all the include functions, so you can actually add them in your application project. So libs contains the library of the static library of all the modules on the Cortex M4. This is the Cortex M4 package basically. So you got the Cortex M4 library, static library over here. So user need to export this library into his application, and then call all the APIs. So we also provided a couple of the reference designs, so like dialogue enhancement, and speaker dock application, and then the spatial processing, and then 2.1 bus management, and so on. So user can directly generate the APIs for these reference designs and directly integrate into his application. So a couple of the XML files here for related to modules and related to the AMI designer. So we talk about more details about the AMI designer the later section of the demo. So we also have the AMI designer exe. So go ahead and let's have a look at the docs folder, and then look at the modules documentation. So you will find the brief information about the overall package, and then navigate to the different pages. So if you go over here, and then you can find the what are the different designs that we provided as a takeaways, and then we do have the premium designs. So sometimes we integrate third-party algorithms into the design to get the faster to the market. So user need to, these are not free basically, so user need to contact us to integrate into their applications. So let's go ahead and then look at the modules. So basically we divided the modules into groups depending on their use case. So we divided into a couple of groups, so call them as a common functions, which are irrespective of these more functions will work on the respect of the data type, floating point or the integer math. So we also have the standard floating point modules, and you can see the whole bunch of the modules here. So you can see the dynamic range controls, automatic gain controls, and then the filter modules, the graphic equalizers, as well as the advanced filters, and then the volume control, tone controls, and so on. So you can also have the look at the equivalent integer math functions as well. Let's have a the detailed look about the one of the function. So I would like to walk through the second order filter, where we generally have the three API functions for each module. So we call that as a AMID underscore module name. So here it's a second order filter. So AMID underscore second order filter underscore process, reconfigure, and as well as the init. So user need to call these APIs into in their application. So we also provide the detailed description about the module, and then the design equations that actually uses to implement, and then it also talks about the input and output, whether it's a mono or PCM, mono or stereo. So it talks about it, and then we also talk about the uses of the IO buffers. Sometimes you can basically pass the same buffer to the input as well as the output, that we call as a in place buffer, so aliasing buffer. So you can look at it and then optimize the memory. We also documented whether this module needs any extra buffer, which is scratch. So this module doesn't need any extra scratch buffer. So it also contains the detailed fields in the structure. You can see the filter type, smoothing time, frequency gain and Q, and then also a whole bunch of the state variables. So we also document detail about each field. So filter type, you can make the second order filter as a high pass filter, low pass filter, Schelling filter, notch or peak, and so on. So you can select that, and then it also talks about the detailed description about the state variables, and then how to use it. As I mentioned in the previously, so SDK can be used in the two ways, as a standalone as well as the designer. So we also documented the how to use this module in the designer perspective. So it also talks about the detail about this process function, documents the arguments and the reconfigure function, and then the installation function. We also provide the example code how to integrate these APIs into your end application. So each model contains this example code. So we call that as example for the standalone usage. Basically here we declare all the memories that required, input output buffers, and then the state buffers. So tick size is a block size, so each model can be run on the block by block processing. So generally most of the audio processing runs on the block by block to reduce the cycle consumption. So it can be configurable, so you can configure 64, 128, or even it works on the sample by sample. So you can even tick size make as a 1. So here are the how to assign the buffers, and then providing the filter type that you want. 0 means is the all pass filter, and then call the installation function once it is done, and then call the reconfigure, so that it will actually sets all the fields there, and then call the eventually process function. So here we call as the while loop, but it is general called in the audio ISR. Like that you can basically integrate the all the APIs. So let's have a look at the other module also. Let's have a look at the let's say volume control. So it has the process function reconfigured same way like a second order filter, and then detailed description about the module, and then the input output buffer types, and then usage, and then whether it needs a scratch buffer or not, and detailed description about the module fields, and then the couple of the responses over here, as well as the state variable description, and then the designer usage, and also the documentation about each API. And here also you can find the example code on how to integrate into the application. So like that, so each module contains the detailed description of the each module APIs, and then the how to use it in the end application. Okay, so let's move on. So this is how to use in the standalone. Now let me walk through the how to use in the designer perspective. So open the designer, AMI designer. It's a graphic user interface tool, so you can basically drag and drop the modules and connect together. So like you can also see, this we call as a palette. So you can see the same grouping that done in the standalone as well. So you can see the standard float as well as the standard fract, and then the common functions, and then so on. Okay, these common functions work with respect of the data type. So let me quickly design a signal chain here. So I would like to do everything in the stereo processing, so I drag it to stereo module, and then let's do the same example, second order filter. So we call as SOF. So S stands for the stereo processing. So I selected the stereo module here, and eventually the data goes to the mono. So let me grab that also to the mono. Okay, let's connect this, go like this. And once you finish your signal chain, you can generate the code like that. You can basically drag and drop a number of the modules and connect together, and then our routing algorithm is actually look into the each connections and then do the best optimization in terms of the memory allocations. So let's generate the code. So it will generate the API for all these modules. So what it does, it will encapsulate all these into a single API and then provide it to you. You can directly take that API and integrate it into the application. So like that we can create the number of the designs and then import into your application. Let's look at the module also the same manner like whatever we discussed, the filter type. So you have the drag and drop here. You can select the high pass filter and set the smoothing time, and what is the cutoff frequency that you would like to set, and then what is the gain that you would like to set, and then the Q factor that you would like to set, and say done. So this will be automatically set, and then designer will take care of reading those settings and then generate the code for you. So each module will have the this kind of the inspector for each module. So user can basically set those parameters graphically and then generate the APIs for it. Thank you for having a look at our demo. So for the more details, get the documentation that provided, and then look at the AMA Designer full documentation as well as the starter.